I think they're finally used to it in our place.
Wolverine cosplay. I'm Batman.
Thank you very much. You scared the crap out of me.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We got another goodie in the mail today. This is going to be another sword for the movie I'm making called Alliance of Honor. I already did one video of the swords for my character, and this is the sword for the main villain, Victor Blackheart. And I wanted him to use a saber, number one, because a saber is one of my favorite weapons. Number two, it's very easy to instruct the use of a saber. And our character playing this part doesn't have a whole lot of sword experience, so I thought this would be a lot easier for him. And number three, this thing just looks badass. I got it from the exact same company, Mitryl, because I was very, very impressed with the swords for my character. So I'm like, okay, well, we might as well just get another one, because we know it's safe, we know it's durable, we know it looks good, so why get it from anywhere else? This sword was a hair over $100. The prices vary depending on if you want the waterproof finish, which obviously I did, because we're going to be outdoors filming a lot of scenes, and how long the blade is. This one I think comes in at 39 inches, which is a pretty decent length for a saber. The ones that I use when I actually fight are anywhere from 32 to 38.
I love the decorations.
Yeah, we're gonna do a close up here of that here in a second. So, Blackheart's main colors for his outfit are black and gold, which really drew me to this sword right away. And obviously he's the villain, so the skulls work out splendidly.
What's his mask? Isn't his mask kind of skull-like?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, here's the guard on it, and it's got all these cool little gold skulls embedded in it, which is really awesome. I mean, that just looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
And then it's got a really nice grip here. This is all foam, by the way, and it looks phenomenal. And here's the big one at the bottom, which just looks menacing. I mean, this is a villain's weapon all the way through. I mean,
yeah,
it just looks cool. So, we'll go ahead and cut real quick, and I'll show you what this bad boy can do. Okay, so here's the sword. As you can see, it looks great on camera. Now, it does have a few little imperfections in it, but I was warned of this by the seller, so I'm not too worried about it. You can see like a little puncture hole right here, a couple more right here.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
There's like no frickin' way those are going to show up on film.
No.
If they do, not a big deal. It's
Yeah, it's battle damage.
It's worth it to me to have a sword that looks 99% great and is 100% safe. Now, I did this test for my last sword as well, where you can just squeeze. Look at this. It's a nice, heavy-duty foam.
Yeah, but it doesn't bend all that easy.
Yeah, and it's got some flex.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be, being foam, I thought it was going to be a lot more flex. Like floppy.
Yeah, and it's
and
not.
And this actually isn't. You can swing it.
All these also have a really fat point on them, so that you can't, skewer anybody with them.
If somebody gets
you could
poked
still
in the
put
eye.
somebody's eye out, but very, very unlikely that anybody's going to have to go to the hospital. It'll just hurt.
Even if it hits the eye, it's going to be a lot less damage than if it was to a point. Just because it's foam doesn't mean points won't hurt.
Now, the balance on this thing isn't super great. I mean, this is really, really high for a real sword. But it also weighs like a fraction of what a real sword does, so you don't really need to worry about it that much. You can see the guard here is very nice and sturdy, but it does still have some movement to it. Look how thick that sucker is.
Yeah. Another nice thing about the weights is that the actors will not tire as fast.
Uh-huh. And I'm the only guy, well, I shouldn't say the only guy. Our main character, Ed, and Robert both have a lot of sword experience. But everybody else, We need to worry about
Endurance.
correct choreography, fatigue, swinging it correctly, all sorts of other things. Now, with a regular Sabre, you know, this is going to be the movements that you want. We're going to be doing a little bit different for the film because it'll look better on camera to have, you know, more exaggerated movements. You want more details on that, look at my fight choreography video that I did. But the nice thing about the Sabre is all the movements come from right here. There is no false edge, so I don't have to worry about teaching my actor to do any of this stuff. It's all just going to be right here. This is going to be the wheelhouse, which makes my job and his job much, much easier. I mentioned this earlier, this is one of my favorite weapons, so I'm very, very good with this thing. So I already know what's going to look good on camera and what I can get my actor to do. So I just think that Mitryl just makes phenomenal products. And I would buy more of these in a heartbeat, although I don't think we need any more for our film. So this might be the last review.
I'm very pleasantly surprised on how good a foam sword can look.
Yeah, we're going to do a stress test here in a minute. Now, this is a steel pole, and I'm going to hit this thing really hard with a foam weapon.
Oh. Again?
No damage. No damage. And I mean, it just...
If it gets a whack on the flat part of the blade, how does it hold up?
Like that?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because a lot of the orcs are going to have wood swords, and we needed to make sure that this, you know, works against it because, you know, he's going to be hitting those things.
Well, the bad guy isn't going to be fighting any orcs.
Oh, that's right. He's the bad guy. I'm sorry. I'm thinking,
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that it's just a fantastic product for what you're paying. I mean, it looks great on camera. It's going to be great for our actor. Easy to instruct. Very, very safe. I mean...
Are my swords the most heavy duty out of everybody's swords?
Yes. But they're also the shortest, which means you're also the least likely to seriously hurt somebody with them.
Plus, they're very rounded, too.
Anyway, that's my review of this Mitryl sword. I think it's fantastic for the money. If you're
covering some of the writing.
If you're into LARPing at all, I would highly, highly recommend one of these. You can get some of these from other companies out there, Epic Armory, Calamisil, whatever, but they're going to cost you twice as much. And I mean, I just think this thing for the money is fantastic. So anyway, that's my review of this sword. Really looking forward to seeing it in action. And you folks will too, as we get more of the movie made. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a great day.